Sounds good.
Alrighty, hey, we want to thank everybody here for our first game here of the season here for Evergreen basketball. Evergreen going against Mountain View here tonight. This is the Greater St. Helens League 3A ball. This is the second to the last game of the season. I'm Rodney Lawrence here with Ryan Vassbinder. Ryan, first game of the first basketball season. One thing I do want to let everybody know that tonight we will not be on the Xfinity channels, but we are definitely on the Evergreens District School Channel Network. So make sure for friends and family outside of the area, make sure you let them know about it. We're going to step aside just a sec here for the national anthem. Trying to get that figured out here. Nice little crowd there for the girls' game starting here at 5:30. This, you guys always have known, have been around here for any amount of time, that the Evergreen Mountain View has always been a rivalry, and these two teams play each other pretty tough.
All right. Singing tonight's national anthem is sophomore Sabrina Fitchio from the Evergreen drum line.
Okay, we got an Evergreen student going to sing the national anthem for us, and we'll step aside now. Alrighty, nice rendition there. And as we get it started here, we're going to have the starting lineups here for both teams getting ready to show up here on the court. The first group will be Mountain View.
Number 20.
righty, here we go. Ryan, just a little bit kind of talk about both of these teams. I know this is our first game out, so haven't really get a whole lot of opportunity to see them, but just looking at the overall schedules, Mountain View 10-6 overall, 6-1 district, playing real good inter-league. Evergreen, on the other hand, 7-5 and 4-1 district. The last time these two teams met, Mountain View came out on top.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, I mean, you mentioned it earlier. This rivalry is always something that's huge in this area, right? And you take a look, and Mountain View is essentially sitting 2 games ahead, right, in the standings. And so Evergreen's going to want to come out, win this ball game, cut that lead into half. Should be a good matchup.
There we go. Evergreen with first possession. Ross, top of the key, guarded heavily there by Brown. Tries to cross it over in the key. She's going to kick it back out to Safario Brown. Drops it down in. Nice little drop across the middle. 2 points. Evergreen full court press. Guarded real tough there. Evergreen doing a good job defensively. So Sueva Barnasoli is able to bring that across. Shot, rebound. Evergreen coming back the other direction. More Ross looking to get that ball over. Courtney Neal. Looking to drop that down. Dribbles, kicks it to the outside. Now trying to take it into the key. Stops. Back out. Ross now fumbles with the ball, and that ball is going to be taken over. First turnover for Evergreen. Sanders brings it up the court. He's going to hand it off to Brown. Brown takes it to the goal. Bucket. Trying to go one-on-one. A little push-off off the glass. Not able to get that one in as Mountain View gets the rebound, but its ball's going to get taken back from Adrian Wright. Open 3. That's going to be a bucket. 2 points there for Frano Bird. Sanders tries to cross it over. It's going to kick it back out to Sueva. Sueva tries to get a nice little pass down underneath, but that's going to get missed.
That was a good idea there by Sueva. She just didn't make the connection with her teammate who was cutting it underneath.
Yeah, sure did. All right, Ross pushes it across midcourt. The ball to Ross. Ross covered tough by Brown. Tries to cross that over. Gets it back out to Neal. Neal tries to take it in. Forces it to the bucket. She's going to be off the glass. That's going to be a miss. Sanders takes the ball down the floor. Oh, another turnover there by Mountain View. Ball coming back the other way, and that is going to be Adrian Wright. She's going to dump it off on the run to the goal, and they're not going to give her the bucket. That foul's going to be on the ground, so they'll take that out underneath. Amari Brown picks up her first, team's first. Neal gets the ball right there at the elbow. She's going to hand it off. Neal takes it back. Trying to get it in the end. Right, I'm sorry, and that ball gets taken away. Good defense there by Neal as that ball gets kicked out of bounds. Mountain View's ball down there on the side. Brown gets it in bounds. Nice crossover into the paint. She takes the running with the left. Good bucket. Trying to get that ball to the #1 scorer on the team. That's Adrian Wright, number 23. Playing man-to-man on him right now. Real tough defense. Hands that ball off to Ross. Ross fakes, pulls up at the top of the key, and Mountain View comes down with the rebound, pushing the ball the other way. And this stops for her 3, and that's going to be off the glass. Brown there for the rebound, and she's going to get fouled on the way out.
Fouls on number 14, Cameron Holt, her first person.
Holt, her first, team's first.
Tamari Brown on the line, shooting 2.
Brown shooting 2 from the stripe. And not able to get there, but Swever there with the rebound. Nice turnaround, kicks it to the outside. Whips it around the horn for the 3, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. That'll be off Evergreen. Mountain View's ball on the side. That ball's going to get poked away. Wright pulls up the 3, and that's going to be off. Evergreen right there for the rebound. That was Holt there to try to do a putback.
Yeah,
off that.
Mountain View's lucky to be able to keep this game close so far. I mean, we're looking at 5 or 6 turnovers already in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, sure have. That's going to be an Evergreen turnover. Sanderson brings it up the floor. That's Layla Sanderson. She's going to hand that off to Brown. Brown kicks it off to Swever. Swever, nice hard move to the basket, and she's going to get 2 out of it. Good offensive movement that time by the Thunder. And Ross takes that off the dribble into the key off the glass for 2. To regain the lead. This crossover at the top kicks it out to Sanderson. Sanderson back to the other Sanderson. Oh, nice hesitation move, good bucket. Kind of a running jumper there. So everybody knows there is a set of twins on the Mountain View team. Oh, nice block shot there. Swever, she's going to pick it up. Nice bounce pass off to Sanderson. It's going to be high off the glass. She is not going to be able to get that one in. And they're going to turn that over. So a missed opportunity on a good block there.
Yeah, Sanderson just not able to go ahead and keep that ball in bounds. Foot touching the paint there.
Yeah. So 10-4 are sisters on the Mountain View team. Senior set of twins. We've got Miley Thompson now checks in for the first time here tonight. And Addison Carter Young checks in for Evergreen. Ross pulls that up as a 3. Nice one. Somebody in her face. Good bucket there by Ross. Mountain View turns that ball over.
Timeout.
Mountain View is going to call a timeout here. Slow start.
30 seconds.
We're seeing a whole lot of missed opportunities out there.
Yeah, we are. I mean, Mountain View has to, Mountain View has to keep control of the basketball. I was going to say football, and that was 3 months ago.
Right, exactly.
They've got to protect it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they've looked for some good ball movement. Looks like there seems to be some sort of miscommunication, some disconnection down in the paint as they're trying to go ahead and move that ball around. But they'll get it figured out, and hopefully they'll come out and they have an answer to this Evergreen team. Because, and I remember this from last year, but Kimora Ross on that Evergreen team, she has that shot from behind the arc, and
Yeah,
she's
she does.
not afraid to go ahead and fire that off.
No, I mean, there's not an issue with confidence there because she pulled that up with somebody in her face. So, she gets the opportunity, she's going to pull that up. Ross now with the ball again, being D'd up by Sanderson. Tries to cross over, spins into the paint. Gets crossed up, miscommunication, and that's going to be a turnover for the Plainsmen. Evergreen full court pressing. Takes the ball all the way. Nice running with the left. She's going to get the bucket. Good job there. That is going to be Layla Sanderson. Neal has the ball at the top of the key. Hands it off to Ross. Ross looking for a screen. She's going to pull up. That is just inside the arc. Off the mark. Rebound by Miley Thompson. Brings the ball up the floor. Nice little hesitation move there, trying to find an opening. She's going to hand it off to Sanderson. Sanderson to Sanderson. Sanderson once again running with the left off the glass. Not going to get a bucket this time. Rebounded there. That is going to be Holt. Neal brings the ball up the floor. Right to Holt. Ross, nice moves, steps away. He's going to get crowded though. Neal takes a look. She's going to take another one. And that's going to be off the top of the backboard. Mountain View's ball. Holt comes out of the game. Thompson with the ball, jab steps, takes it into the key. He's going to spin, scoop, and then not able to get that, but she's there for the rebound. Resets the shot clock, pulls for the three, and that's going to be off the mark too. Rebound there by Wright. Wright pushes the ball up the floor, and it looks like she's going to hand it off to Ross. Ross there, not able to convert. Fast break coming the other way, and that's going to be Sueva. Ross backs Brown down into the key a little bit. The two best players on the court right now are guarding each other. Ross now looks for it. She's going to fumble that ball away, and we are going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow for Mountain View. But Sueva Bernascoli is the top player there for Mountain View right now as far as scoring is concerned, but she's being guarded by Evergreen's top scorer, Adrian Wright. Another turnover there for Mountain View. Bernascoli is trying to get the ball down to the point guard, down to 34, and that's Pascal. Crossover into the key. She's going to take it hard. And that bucket's going to miss as the first quarter runs out. So we're looking at 12-10 right now. Mountain View on top. You know, record-wise, obviously they're the better team. They've got the better record. But right now, we talked about that rival between these two teams, and it's showing itself again.
Yeah, no, it certainly is. I mean, Evergreen came out hot in the first quarter. They got 5 right off the bat. Since then, they've kind of slowed down just a little bit. Mountain View's kind of settled in. They're still turning the ball over, which they've got to figure out, you know, how to fix that.
Yeah.
But so far, it's been a great game between these two schools, and we'll see what the other 3 quarters bring.
Yeah, we will definitely see. We want to let everybody know that also this is doubleheader Friday night. We got the boys game coming directly after this one. And just to also remind you guys, something special that's going to be happening on the boys halftime. And that is we are having a tribute to the 1995 state boys basketball team, Evergreen's boys basketball team. So that ought to be pretty cool tonight too. If you get an opportunity, we'll try to speak to one of the coaches who coached that team back then. We understand that there's going to be some players showing up tonight as well, so it ought to be a pretty exciting moment for those guys to be recognized out here tonight. So looking forward to that. And That's going to be at the boys' game halftime. So here we go, quarter two. Mountain View comes in. They are still in the man. Crossover Ross. Nice little bucket there for Kamora Ross. The underhand scoop. And I tell you what, Miley Thompson goes back there and returns the favor with her own underhand scoop going the other way. Only she picks up a foul with it. Safronio Bird with the foul. That's her first. Team's first of this quarter. Mighty to make 3 points the old-fashioned way. And Mountain View with the rebound. Tell you what, Brown hustling there.
They're going to call Evergreen ball on that. I
thought they were calling the foul, but it looks like
maybe they called it travel.
Yeah, I didn't see the call he made. But that could have been it. Holt picked up at the top of the key. Ross now with the ball. Ross crosses it back over into the paint, hands it over to right, makes it around there. Not able to complete the bucket. Does a good job.
Jadlyn Sanderson checks back into the game for her sister.
Backs her all the way in, kicks that back out, takes a look. Thompson gets the ball over, drops it down in the corner. Brown looks at that. That is going to be off her foot. She'll turn that over. Here come the Plainsmen the other direction. Now Ross backs up. Now she's going to try to cross. Brown with some tight defense there, forces her to give the ball up. Ross shoots the ball, nothing at all there, but they are able to retain the rebound. Back down in the corner, shot clock down to 0, and they're going to lose that on a shot clock violation. Good defense there by the Thunder on that one.
Yeah, great D by the Thunder.
It came up a little injury there on the land. Looks like everybody's going to be okay. She's not going to come out of the game. Give and go there to Swever. Nice job to break the press. Brown right there in front of Ross, giving Ross some good defense. Trying to look inside, trying to get the ball to their scorer. Right, Ross pulls up. I think they got a piece of that, but that's still going to go in. Kamora Ross not afraid to pull up. She pulls that right up in front of Sanderson's face.
No, that's her 10th point of the night tonight. 6 of those points come from behind the arc.
Over to Brown. Brown off. That's going to be a hard shot off the glass. Adrian Wright's going to take it all the way to the hole. 2 points. Mountain View now takes a timeout. Evergreen on top by a point, 17-16 here on this timeout. Both teams seem to have settled down a little bit, playing a little bit better. Mountain View defensively, they're playing man-to-man on them, which you kind of have to when they're going to pull up threes like that. But Kimora Ross doesn't seem to care.
No, she doesn't. She will fire at will.
She's going to pull up anyway.
And she has hit more often than not so far tonight.
Yeah.
She's got 10 she's got 10 already in the game. We're halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
Everybody make some noise for the Evergreen drum line.
Oh, break here from the timeout. Evergreen was going to pick him up full court here. Good defense there by Neal. He's going to throw it with the left. Not able to complete that. Neal, good D by Neal. She comes up with the rebound again. Long pass to Andrew. To the right. Miley Thompson trying to get to the bucket. She's going to get pushed. We're going to charge that one to Ross. That's going to be her first. Team second. Brown back down, tries to drop it back down to Swever. Confusion there, Brown gets that back up there. She'll get fouled. Going back to the bucket. I tell you what, I've seen Brown play a couple of times already this year. Scrappy little girl, she fights hard. She fights hard to play.
Yeah, you've seen it a little bit tonight already.
Okay, right now, Mountain View over from the line, and that is something that they cannot continue to do. They have got to get these buckets when they've got these free opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, they're sitting 0 for 4 from the line so far tonight.
Yep. Holt now takes a look at it. She's going to get it to Kimora. Kimora spins. Mike going to get it. Yeah, and that is the call. Tried to split the defender. She got caught with the ball, traveled on that one. Trying to get that one down. Going to calm down just a little bit there. They had Evergreen beat on that press break, and actually they have shown the ability to beat the press whenever they want to. They just got to calm down and get the ball back and forth. Ross with the three. That's going to be off the front there. Right with the rebound. Stops in the key. He's going to kick that one back out. And that ball's going to get mishandled out of bounds, and it's going to be another turnover for the Evergreen Plainsmen. Amaya Pascal, sophomore, checks back into the game for Miley Thompson. And this time Evergreen's going to call a timeout. Evergreen on top, 19-16 here. Sure the coach wants to talk to them about, they looked a little sloppy at that. I mean, several occasions they had already got caught out of position and gave Mountain View opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, even on that last possession, I mean, Ross found herself triple teamed in the paint and they couldn't kick it out, right?
Yeah.
So it's how do you get your perimeter players to move it into a position to be able to receive that pass? And if you're Ross or whoever it is in the paint, right? How do you pick your head up? How do you find your teammate? Kick it out. Let's get a good look at the bucket.
Yeah. I'm sure the coach is talking about cleaning that up a little bit. They're on top right now. I mean, you know, they can go bucket for bucket here and still stay on top of this game, but they have shown opportunities that Mountain View just didn't necessarily take advantage of.
Yeah.
Neal picks up Senders at half court. Brown now bringing the ball around. Motion offense. Nice spin, and that's going to be a good bucket. Neal looks inside, dribbles to the right. Holt Back out to Neal. Now Neal looking to give that ball. They seem to be looking for some movement there that's not really happening right now for the offense. Ross now puts the ball on the floor. She's getting covered tightly by Brown. Right now has it back to Ross. Ross. Nice bucket.
Oh, good pass there, just to the baseline.
Right with the ball, tries to kind of back down Sweva. Neal tries to cross over. She's going to pick up her dribble. And it looks like they trapped her over there in the corner, but there was a foul.
And it's going to be Layla Sanderson's first.
Layla Sanderson is going to be called for that. Looking to give it to Neal. Neal's going to take it into the key. Underhand left. Nice bucket there by the freshman. Nice runner. That one's going to fall short. We're going to get a foul underneath. But they're going to call that on 22 for team's third. Her second. Shooting two. That bucket brings them within two. And there we go. She's made both of them. Moore Ross brings the ball up the floor. Ross pops out, picked up by Brown again. Tries to get past Brown. Brown doing a good job. Her spins, nice bucket by Kimora Ross. And that's going to be a turnover. Neal pushing the ball up the floor. She's going to have to try to get that over to right. Now spins back into the key, shoots in the crowd. She's going to get fouled. That'll have her shooting two. Sweva Berlusconi, that is going to be her first. Team's second. Adrian Wright shooting two.
There's one.
And she makes both buckets. Nice crossover. She's going to stop right there at the key. That's going to be off the back of the iron. Rebound. More Ross now. Gets past. Kicks it out to Neal. Neal not able to get that bucket to fall. And that ball is going to be, officials say that is a Mountain View ball. And it looks like the call's been switched up here. And it's going to go to Evergreen. Oh, it looks like they're going to call a pushing foul there on number 23, Brown. Kamaria, that's going to be her second. Team's third. Pulls up to three. That's going to be off the rim. Evergreen there to bring the rebound back in. New shot clock is right. Tries to force her way in the key, and she is going to get D'd up heavenly. Good job there. They're not able to get that bucket.
I think Sveva wanted to foul there.
Yeah, I think she did. 3 points there. And no foul either way on that one. And that was just a late pass. Another big turnover. Coming back the other direction.
Evergreen's going to want to slow this down, hold the ball for a little bit as we fall less than a minute left into this quarter.
About 10 seconds between the shot clock and the score clock here. And looks like we've got a penalty here. A foul.
Fouls on number 10, Layla Sanderson, her second personal.
Yeah, Layla Sanderson, her second. Shot clock has been turned off.
See if they're a hole here for the last shot. Kind of think that they would. Right with the ball, backs it out. They are looking for the third shot. Kamora Ross down here in the corner. And we're going to get a quick foul here with 4 seconds left to play.
That's Pascal's first. That's going to put them into the bonus. Wright's going to go to the line. She makes the first.
That ball's going to be off the glass as it ends. So that's going to end our first half here of play here with Mountain View and Evergreen going against each other. But slow start to Mountain View. Evergreen definitely taking advantage of them, up 28-22 here. We'll see what Mountain View does on the second half. Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder. This is EPS Sports, and we'll be back in the third quarter.
Hello, I'm Lorelli Medina, a junior at Heritage High School. Today, I'd like to tell you about 2 replacement levies that Evergreen Public Schools is putting on the February 11th, 2025 ballot, and the programs and positions these levies will fund. The first is an Educational Programs and Operations Levy, or EP&O levy, which will replace an expiring levy passed in 2022. The second is a Safety, Security, and Technology Capital Levy, or SSTC levy, which will replace an expiring 6-year levy passed in 2019. The replacement levies will help support the same kinds of things the expiring levies have supported. First, the EP&O levy, Proposition 7. It will help pay for extracurricular activities, including athletics and orchestra, band, choir, and theater programs. It also pays for teachers, principals, counselors, safety and security staff, as well as school support staff like school secretaries and paraeducators. The EP&O levy will also help continue funding for special education, multilingual learners, highly capable student programs, and help preserve smaller class sizes. In the classroom, the EP&O levy will fund curriculum, textbooks, and professional development for teachers so they can stay up to date on best teaching practices. Now, the SSTC levy, Proposition 8. This levy will continue funding for emergency response systems, cybersecurity, and internet safety software. It will continue funding for student and staff computers and laptops, school audiovisual equipment, and network infrastructure, plus our technology staff, who fix broken computers and respond to student and staff technology needs. The SSTC levy will also continue funding for online curriculum, school communication systems, and district-wide internet services. These replacement levies are not new taxes. They cover a 13.5% budget gap between what the state of Washington provides for education and what it actually costs to operate our schools. For more information on these levies, visit the district's website at evergreenps.org/levy. And please remember to vote on February 11th, 2025. Thanks for watching.
How much difference can one vote make? Since 2023, more than 60 U.S. elections have been tied or won by just one vote. So this fall, your friend could be the tiebreaker. And that could make all the difference. People are more likely to vote when encouraged by a friend. So use your power to decide this election. Make sure you're good to vote and encourage your friends to make a voting plan at votevotevote.com.
Calling all student athletes in Evergreen and Battleground Public Schools. The Mark Rigo Athletic Scholarship Fund is accepting applications. Mark Rigo was a beloved football and track coach who passed away in 2018, but left behind a legacy. The thousands of student athletes he pushed to become the best versions of themselves and pursue their dreams.
His whole thing was the power of one. If he could just do one thing each day for one person, he's made an impact.
If you are heading to college or a post-secondary trade school and have taken part in sports in Evergreen or Battleground Public Schools, Rigo's legacy can also help offset some of your college costs. To fill out an application and learn more, head over to rigoscholarship.com. Let's keep Coach Rigo's legacy going by helping new generations of students pursue their dreams.
Hello, everybody. I've got some very important information for you about Evergreen Public Schools meal programs. Bottom line is this. It's not just about the free breakfast or lunch your student might get at school. For the third year in a row, Evergreen Public Schools is part of a federal program that allows all students, regardless of household income level, a free breakfast and a free lunch per school day. But there are additional benefits that students may be eligible for outside of meal service. But you'll need to fill out a Child Nutrition Services or CNS benefit application. Take a look at some of the benefits for students. We're talking about free academic tutoring, depending on your school, free or reduced class, clubs, and field trip fees. Your family can get low-cost internet and computer access through Comcast's Internet Essentials program. And for families with high school students, there are even more benefits. We're talking about being able to take pre-SAT and SAT exams for free, 90% off the cost of advanced placement exams, and no fees for certain college applications. And eligible students, they get free or reduced ASB, sports, activities, and athletic fees. And by applying, you're helping the district's bottom line. Districts nationwide receive certain federal and state funding based on the number of children from households that are at or below the federal income level. In order for our schools to receive accurate funding and to make sure that our students get the services they're entitled to, it's important for eligible families to apply for these benefits. You can apply online with your Skyward Family Access account or fill out a paper application and turn it into your student's school. Your personal information is always protected and confidential. And don't worry, if you got questions about the application, we have folks who can walk you through the process. So check out the website on your screen, evergreenps.org/child-nutrition-services. For Evergreen Public Schools, I'm Craig Birnbach.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Alrighty, hey, we want to welcome you guys back here to quarter 3 here at the Evergreen Plainsman's gym here. Mountain View on the bottom here, 28-22. Slow start, like I said, at the end of the first half. Slow start for Mountain View. Evergreen definitely taking advantage of that slow start. On top now. We'll see what it looks like when we come back in the second. Let's talk about the leading scorers here on both teams, Ryan.
Yeah, we're going to start with Evergreen. Kimora Ross is leading tonight, currently with 12 points in that first half. What impresses me the most about Miss Ross is her confidence.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to take anybody on. She is not afraid to go ahead and pull the trigger and take a shot from really anywhere. And it's really caused some problems for that Mountain View defense.
Yeah.
Other than that, Adrian Wright has followed behind her with 9 so far in that first half. Then when we talk about Mountain View, leading scorer there is Jadlyn Sanderson with 6. And then we've got 3, Layla Sanderson, Sveva, and Amaya Pascal, each with 4. So a little bit sharing the ball there, and they're going to have to find a way to come out. Like you said, they typically tend to start a little slower than Mountain View side. Regroup at halftime, they come out firing.
Yeah, so that's what we're expecting to see is a ball club that is a little bit more consistent with getting the ball around the hoop and putting balls in. You know, the Sanderson twins are known for hitting threes. They're known for taking the ball into the paint and running jumpers and underhand scoops. You know, we saw a little taste of it. Nothing was falling for them. We'll see what happens here in the second quarter.
Well, I think a big point of discussion in that locker room is how does Mountain View take care of the basketball?
Yeah.
You take a look, they probably had, I don't have the exact count, probably close to 10 turnovers in that first half.
Yeah.
On top of that, there was at least 4 missed free throws that they missed too. It's a different game if they're able to hold on to the ball a little bit and make those
and
free
make
points.
the free throws. Yeah, when you get an opportunity to get to the stripe, you got to put them down because they are a team. Mountain View, I'm speaking of, is a team that will like to take the ball to the hole. So there's opportunity to get to that free stripe, and they got to take advantage of it. All right, here we go. Mountain View has the ball. They're going to get picked up right at midcourt. Kimora Ross now on Sanderson. Brown picks up her dribble, looks to get it off. She gets it back to Sanderson. Down in the corner, Sveva. Kicks it across. They're going to get Sveva on the travel. And Mountain View already with their first turnover. Do have to give Brown her just due there. She has been following Kimora Ross around the entire first half and has been in her face. And good job there, good bucket there. And has been in her face all game long. And Kimora, like you said, just the confidence level is just there. That's Neal trying to put that up. That is going to be off the bucket, and we're going to get a foul here. It looks like that's going to go against Holt. Full court press, something Evergreen's been doing all game. Now they kind of back up off of it. Gets in the paint, puts that up with the left, not able to get it to drop. Holt there with the rebound. Kimora Ross now brings the ball up the floor. Gets it to Wright. Wright gets to the key. And that ball's going to be blocked.
Good strong effort there by Neal, just unable to get it to fall.
Under the basket play structured, it looks like, to get that to Ross. And that is going to be a 3. Not going to make it there. Sveva on the cherry pick, and she is going to be there for the 2. She did get away with a travel.
She did. She did. A little extra toe tap.
Yeah, the LeBron James travel right there. Kimura off the glass with the running jumper. And, you know, like we said, that girl is just no fear. She's going to put the ball up. Henderson finds a spot, pulls it up, and that's going to be 2. Holt now pulls that up herself. It's going to in and out, and Mountain View is going to be there for the rebound. Pushes up the floor hard. Sweva does. Oh, and that's off the rack, so that's going to fall back in. Wright now pushes the ball up the floor. She's going to cross over into the key, and that ball is going to be blocked. And it'll be Evergreen's ball. Good defensive play there by Sweva.
Yeah.
Looks like Brown is probably going to pick up. That's going to be her 3rd. She has been tasked with a real big job tonight to have to cover Kimura Ross. Wright looks at Neal, takes a look, now dribbles it in. She's going to take it all away. And she'll get fouled on her way to the basket.
It's going to be Layla Sanderson's 3rd personal.
Well, now Mountain View's got to be careful here now. 5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 of their starters, a little bit of foul trouble, each of them carrying 3 fouls. Neal makes the front end of 2. And she's got both of them. Sanderson to Sanderson. Looking for the ball down. Nice little pass in the bottom. Nice little run into the key. And she is going to get the bucket. Good job there. That is going to be Pascal.
Going to be Ayani Safrino Bird's 3rd personal.
And there's a much-needed bucket for the stripe, from the stripe for those guys. Back within 1. Tries to cross it over into the paint. She is going to muscle her way in. Not able to get that one to drop. Pascal now is going to push the ball all the way up the floor and drop it down to Brown. Brown's going to try to get the Euro step, not able to get that bucket to drop. Ross with the 3, and that's going to be off. Rebound there by Brown. Looks at the 3, takes it, and that's going to be the bucket. And Mountain View back on top for the first time this quarter. Neal looking to get that ball into somebody on the inside. Wright kicks it back out on top. Tries to back him down. She's into the paint, and she is going to have to kick that back out. Holt takes the big 3, and that misses. Mountain View bounces the ball on the line. It's going to be Evergreen's ball underneath. I don't think they call 3 seconds in the key anymore.
I haven't seen it in a while. At any level.
Nope. Yeah, I was like, oh, that whistle's going to blow any second here. I just don't see it called anymore. They let you just hang out. So there's a conversation here about the the clock being reset.
Got an Evergreen timeout.
They're going to take a full timeout. Well, it looks like there was a little confusion about possession there and whether or not the shot clock should have been restarted. Officials discussed Mountain View did have the ball, and she dribbled it out of bounds. So that constitutes the clock to be restarted from their.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. I was still kind of. I thought maybe he was arguing that 3-second call.
Could have been. That could have been it too.
Yeah, Wright was in there for a little while.
You know, there's a lot of elusive things up here in the Northwest.
Yeah.
Sasquatch. And 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Those two. Those two. All right, looks like both coaches have said what they needed to say. And all they can say is we bring the ball back out. Mountain View on defense here. Evergreen has the ball underneath. Play set up. Ross picks it up. Sets the screen, dribbles off of it, and that's going to be off the front. Long rebound, gets that ball back to Holt. Nice little move there by Adrian Wright into the key. Running jumper, that's going to be off the mark. Back there to put it back, and that's going to be a miss. Tamara Ross comes down with the rebound. And that ball is going to be off Ross. Good defense there by Pascal.
Good hustle. I mean, Mountain View will certainly go ahead and cut into the lead. Tie game now.
Yeah. Good tough defense there by Kamari Ross. Sanderson looking to get that ball off to one of the teammates. Sweva there is going to be a scramble for it on the ground. That's got to be a jump ball. Could have been a travel.
It could have been a travel. It could have been.
Yep. Possession arrow goes to the home team on that one.
It was great hustle by Kamara Ross.
It was. But she did roll over with the ball in her hand.
Hey, you know, we can add a third thing to that elusiveness list.
No travels and no 3 seconds. All right, Holt over to Neal. Trying to create some movement there and get a person open on the catch and shoot. Wright's going to force her way all the way in. That is going to roll around the rim. Good defense there by Sweva. Pascal now is going to take this one all the way in. That's going to be a bucket.
It's her 7th point of the quarter, bringing her total to 11.
Kamora now stutter step. She's going to go into the key. She's going to get pushed on her way to the goal. And that's Jadlyn Sanderson. And that is going to be 4 on her. We'll see if she's going to, they're going to bring her out of the game.
No, that's her first.
Oh, that's
her
right.
Her sister's sitting on 3.
Sitting on 3. 4 total between the
4 total
between the twins. There you go. That's what I was thinking. All right, Ross at the line. And that's going to be off. Miley Thompson pushing the ball hard. And nice bucket there by Thompson, and she takes it coast to coast. Right, looks at the 3, she takes it. That's going to be a long rebound. Ross there to pick that up. She's going to try to spin away. Mountain View's defense definitely getting tighter. And that ball's going to get blocked from behind by the freshman, Courtney Neal.
Big block. Great hustle there by Courtney Neal.
Yeah. Jenderson thought she was fouled. That was a good block out of bounds. Henderson picks it up. They're going to drop it in. And now the foul's going to be on Adrian Wright.
Foul number 23, Adrian Wright, her first personal.
3 team fouls apiece here. Nice give and go. Almost was there to make the bucket. Does pick up the foul, so she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul number 10, Addison Carter-Young, her first.
Foul on Addison Carter-Young. That'll be her first.
Miley able to make both of hers. Biggest lead there for Mountain View this game, up by 4. Addison Carter-Young is going to get fouled. And they're going to take that ball underneath. Pascal picks up her foul. Second team foul. I'm sorry, 4th team foul. Her second.
Cameron Holt's going to go ahead and check in for Addison Carter-Young for Evergreen.
All right, trying to find an opening. Gets the ball back. Stops at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Holt. Holt jab steps. Wright has the ball again. Sets a screen. Wright looking to get that ball around. Tough defense there by Sanderson. And that is going to be a good job as they turn it over to the 5-second rule. And kind of what I talked about at the beginning, at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second, is you're seeing Mountain View now just kind of turn it up and kind of turning into a different type of squad here.
Yeah, they've got a different flow. They've settled in.
Oh, she double dribbled. So Brown back in the game now for Sanderson. Nice spin move there by Ross. Ross with a nice underhand scoop lefty. Good job there for Mountain View to come right back up and put the points down there. Nice little assist there by Miley Thompson. Ross now stops at the top of the key. Brown there, D's up hard, steps in tough on her. Good defense there by Mountain View. Miley now on Ross. Good crossover there by Ross. And she gets that bucket in anyway. Courtney Neal again with another big block shot. Her second of the night.
Motions are starting to run a little
Pascal
high.
feels like she got fouled on that one. There was a little contact.
A little
contact. Pascal there determined to get a bucket on that one. She took it in there hard.
See a little chip on her shoulder.
Yep.
4 seconds left in the quarter.
They're going to fight for it as the clock runs out. Definitely not what Mountain View wanted their last shot to look like or their last play of the quarter to look like. Now we're going into the fourth quarter. Mountain View on top, 42-41.
They came out to play.
Yep.
Second half.
Kimora Ross is keeping them in the game
Oh.
because Mountain View has definitely changed the way they played and their effort in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she is 20. She was 20 for the night. She had 8 in that quarter. I mean, she's come to play and she's turned it up, and she's continued that confidence that we saw in that first half, and that we always see from her.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's one of those things. This is the first game that we've done this year, but that's something that I distinctly remember from last year.
Exactly.
Right, is that confidence that she plays with, and so it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And last year, I mean, she's only a sophomore, but you could kind of, I mean, this year the confidence, the polish. Then you could see she was just a real good ball handler. You know, she could, you saw she could handle the rock, right?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes. Now she is using those dribbling abilities to get herself to the rack, or at least get herself enough open to pull up a J.
Yeah.
You know, she has definitely stepped it up. Looking forward to seeing what she is going to do next year as well.
One more time, Evergreen, come on, please.
Wright, the senior on the team, they actually had a pretty good article about her in the Columbian the other day, so if you guys get an opportunity, go check that out. Nice back down off the glass. That's going to be a miss, though, right there with the rebound. Holt takes it into the key, kicks it out for the three. Good muscle move there by Wright, not able to do it though. Evergreen there with another offensive rebound, and we're going to get a travel this time. Sanderson now brings the ball up court, picked up there by Neal. Miley pulls up the three, and that's going to bounce off the back of the rim, so that'll go back the other way. Nice shot there by the freshman. She takes it to the rack. Courtney Neal. Tie ball game. And we're going to get a timeout called here for Mountain View. Game's gotten a little tighter.
Game's a
little tighter.
It's turning out to be one of those classic games that we always expect when we see these two schools meet.
Yeah.
Really in any sport.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right now on the offensive side of the ball for Evergreen, I mean, the extra shots and the extra attempts that they're getting is keeping them in this game. I mean, Mountain View has got to get some rebounds.
Yeah,
those
really
offensive rebounds are hurting. I mean, they got away with that last one, or it wouldn't be a tie score if Holt hadn't traveled, because that three did drop.
It did drop.
Yeah.
You know, and Mountain View has to come out, and they have to win this game, right? They can't come out and it's going to be about their mindset. What I mean by that, they can't come out, be afraid, and just play not to lose.
Right.
They've got to come out and they've got to try to win this game in order to go ahead and beat Evergreen tonight.
Because Ross is going to get hers.
Yep.
It seems like, as tough as they've D'd her up tonight, and you've got to give good credit to the defense Brown has played on her, but that girl has just been putting in the work. And that's not going to help them at all with a turnover like that. Going to take that one into the key. And she's going to pick up a foul as she gets in there. Nice strong move into the key as she went in there.
And that's going to be Layla Sanderson's fourth.
Yeah. And one thing I like about her, when she decides she's going to go into the key and get to the rack there, I mean, she creates space for herself.
She does.
She doesn't wait for the lane to be there. She's going to make a lane.
Mm-hmm.
That's the front end of this two-shot foul shot. And she's able to hit the back end of it. They're on top by 1. Swever turns, pulls that up. She's going to get the bucket. Backed her off of it for the 3. That's going to be off the front of the rim. And there's the freshman Courtney Neal for the putback.
Big
Tell you
rebound
what,
and
she
bucket
has had a pretty good second half here.
Yeah, that's her 6th point of the half. 8 total on the night.
Nice spin move, shoots it up for the 3. And we got the big rebound here. Evergreen with the rebound. Tied up, they're going to get that to out to Wright. Right now crosses over into the key. She's going to get followed from behind. Great defensive job there by Pascal, who pokes that out before she has a shot to put it into the rim. Backs it up, Holt with the 3.
That's Holt's first bucket of the game.
Defense there by Neal, pokes that out of bounds. Mountain View's ball down there on the side. Brown's going to take it all the way in. She's going to lose the handle. That'll get poked out of bounds. It'll be their ball. So it takes looks. Pascal with the 3. That's going to be a long rebound. She's there to get it. Going to try to put back her own shot. Not able to get that one to go in. And that's going to be an Evergreen turnover. 48-44, 4:52 left to play. And nice job there by Swever. She gets into the key, picks up the foul and the bucket. Opportunity here to bring them within 1.
Foul on Cameron Holt. That's going to be her 3rd for the night.
Not able to complete that, but we do get the rebound. Mountain View with the rebound. Pascal tries to back it in. Brown has a good look. 3, bucket. Holt now picks it up, kicks it back out to Ross. Ross pulls that one up. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound by Mountain View. Late pass there by Brown.
Yeah, that one should have just been taken to the hoop.
Yeah. Holt now looks at the 3. She pulls it up this time from the middle. That is going to be off. Freshman there with the rebound. Evergreen calls timeout. 3:51 left to play.
That's going to leave Evergreen with 1 timeout remaining.
Both these teams now getting a little sloppy in their play here, just a little bit. The missed opportunities on the fast breaks for Mountain View, I think those passes are being held on just a millisecond a little too long. You know, When she came down, she should have took that one herself.
Yeah.
She'd held on. She'd already held on to it just a bit too long. The defense had kind of recovered down there on Sueva. She could have took that one herself and got it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and unfortunately for Mountain View, a lot of their turnovers have come on fast breaks tonight.
Yeah.
And just not connecting on passes and throwing the ball away, and it's led to a lot of missed opportunities. It's kept this game extremely close.
Yeah, sure has. Because that 49 points for Mountain View is spread around pretty evenly amongst their team, if it seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they are. Pascal's really turned it up in the second half. She's got 9.5, 13 total. Other than that, Sveva is sitting right at 10. Jalen Sanderson's at 10. So yeah, they're fairly spread out.
Yeah. Nice shot there by Courtney Neal. Brings that back up right in the key. Tell you what, Courtney has done her share tonight of keeping Evergreen in this game. She has made some big plays here in the third quarter.
Big defensive plays too.
Yeah. Trying to set a screen. Brown trying to get one off the glass, not able to do that. Shot a little wild. Tamara Ross brings it up, crosses over into the key, and that is going to be off of Evergreen. Mountain View. Evergreen's ball underneath. All right, going to take it in. Great defense there, but that leaves Kimura open. Not able to bring that one in. Good job there. Another offensive rebound for Evergreen. And Ross is going to get fouled on her way to the basket.
Foul was given to Colette Cuff.
Yeah, I was going to say Colette Kuffner's not in the game.
I didn't think so, but they are correcting it.
Yeah, okay.
It is being given to Sveva. And Ross adds to her total. That's 23 for Ross tonight.
Multiple lead changes here in the third quarter. Silva crosses it in. Nice spin. And she's going to get fouled on her way to the basket.
Foul number 23, Adrian Wright. Her second.
It's Adrian Wright's second personal.
Another missed bucket there by the Thunder.
His free throws will be extremely valuable coming down the stretch.
Yeah. I mean, if they lose this game tonight, that is going to be a conversation. It's going to have to be part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Mountain View calls a timeout.
Yeah.
That leaves them with 2 left in the game. Yeah, I mean, they've missed a half dozen free throws tonight.
Yeah.
And in a 2-point game, people are going to look at that stat line and say this is where the game is lost.
Right. Got to get them free ones.
Following tonight's game, we will have the boys' game on air.
Yep.
Stick around for that one. That should be just as exciting.
Yeah, it sure should. I'm expecting that to be another close game. I tell you, the last game that they had against each other was exciting. And I mean, it went down to one shot with seconds left in the game for that loss. So I'm expecting the game to be just as competitive as this time as it was the last time. All right, as you said already, Ryan, both teams 2 timeouts left, 2:39 left to play. Evergreen on top by a bucket.
Possession arrow is pointed to Evergreen. That becomes a factor in the last 2.5 minutes.
Ross kicks it out. And this time Evergreen is able to, Mountain View able to pull the rebound down. Swell is going to bring it to the other side to Pascal. She makes the bucket, tying the game. Holt now looks at the ball. She's going to kick it out. Right. So they're going to call the foul there. That should be.
That is her 5th.
That is going to be her 5th, so she is going to foul out of the game. Her argument is that was a jump ball. She grabbed the ball. Guess that could have went either way. They called the foul on her. She's fouled out of the game now, replaced now by Miley Thompson. All right, trying to get it. Ross on the move. Ross sends the freshman away to find an opening. She's going to take it, pulls up a little jumper, and that's not going to make it in. Mountain View with the rebound. Miley takes a look at it, decides she's going to go all the way in.
Great
she's going to take that all the way to the bucket. Nice shot there by the sophomore, Miley Thompson. Moore looking to find her some space. Spins into the key. She's going to get the hand on that. She's going to get the foul. That takes her back to the stripe.
The foul's going to be placed on Jadlyn Sanderson. That's her 2nd of the night, so no foul trouble there. Sends Ross to the line.
Ross misses the back end of that. Mountain View is still on top. Minute left to play, crosses over into the key, pulls up. That's going to be off the rim, but she is there to get the rebound. Pulls up to 3. That is going to be a long rebound too. Time Evergreen, the ball. Kamora Ross now picked up by Miley Thompson. Ross tries to cross her over. And they're going to get a pushing call on Thompson. Mountain View is in the bonus, so that'll take her to the free throw line.
Foul number 2, Miley Thompson, her first.
Not a time for Ross to be missing free throws.
No, that's the 2nd one in a row.
Yep. All right, this one can tie the game. And she does tie the game.
That's her 25th point of the game for Ross.
27 on the shot clock and counting. 32 on the game clock. And they're able to put that in. Good job there by Pascal.
Great pass by Sveva there to find her underneath.
Ross crossing over, looking for space, looking to get the ball to somebody. Gets it to right. Sveva there with the block. Nice defense there by Mountain View. And Evergreen's going to call timeout.
Big block by Sveva.
Yes, it was.
Contributing to both ends of the floor. Evergreen currently sitting in the bonus. 2-point game, 14 seconds left.
Yeah, tough. Defense with your feet right now, not with your hands. Right now with your hands is probably going to get you a foul called.
No one else really in foul trouble for Mountain View. Brown is currently sitting on 3, so
Yeah.
she still has 1 to give. No real foul trouble on Evergreen either.
No, they actually played pretty good foul-free this fourth quarter here. Only 2 team fouls total.
This will be Evergreen's final timeout of the game.
Yep. All right, both teams here back on the court. Evergreen's ball underneath.
And I think for Evergreen, the ultimate goal is to get the ball to Kamara Ross. She's
Yeah.
had the hot hand tonight.
Yeah, sure have, yeah. Brown's got her D'd up. Missed the opportunity to get it to the freshman. Kamora, Brown on Kamora. Kamora looking to take it in. Oh, they're going to have to get her on a travel.
That's a big turnover for Evergreen.
It here was. Good defense there. And Mountain View's going to call a timeout, but that's great defense there by Brown.
This most likely is going to go ahead and put us into a situation where Evergreen's going to look to foul.
Yeah, definitely.
Mountain View's still not in the bonus though.
So fouling is really not going to do a whole lot.
It's not going to help them.
No, it's not.
Gonna help them. They're going to have to go for a steal and try to get this ball back. I guess you could, if you can't get the steal right away, you go ahead and you foul again. You try to go ahead and get a steal on the next inbound attempt.
Yeah.
You just put man-to-man and kind of full press them and hope Mountain View makes a mistake. Mountain View will still have 1 timeout as we resume play, so they've got that tool in their back pocket
if they get tied up, yeah. Just to make sure that they don't lose it on anything weird. Evergreen out of timeouts, 8 seconds left to play. Down 56-54. Mountain View will have to go the length of the court here.
Oh, and Evergreen got the steal. Neal unable to go ahead and convert the bucket,
Neal,
but
tell you what, the freshman, she's been playing good ball all half. No surprise that the last shots come down to her the way she's been playing.
right, foul was charged to Sveva. This is going to send the freshman to the line with 4 seconds left with the opportunity to tie the game.
Yeah.
Got to make both.
Not able to get that one. And we're going to get a hold. They're going to call a hold on Adrian Wright, it looks like. Yeah, number 23. Score still 56-54. 3.7 seconds left to play.
Can Evergreen force the turnover again on this inbound pass?
That is that foul you were talking about. 3.2 seconds left to play.
And Mountain View's going to use their last timeout.
Tell you what, the freshman almost made it interesting, didn't he?
She really did. She really did. That's a lot of pressure for that young lady.
Yeah, it sure is.
Coming into a game this big, score that tight.
Just saw John Eagle in here. All right, here we go. 2.3 left to play in the game. Mountain View still on top by 2, 56-54.
Possession arrow is pointed to Evergreen, so they can force a jump ball here.
And get the ball back.
They would get the ball back.
2 defenders on Sueva. And the ball is we're going to get another quick foul. That is going to be 5, so that will actually take them to the line this time. So they'll hopefully get to accomplish what they were trying to.
It's going to leave 1.7 left on the clock.
Pascal shooting 2.
Addison Carter-Young checks in for Safrino Bird. Pascal misses her first.
All right, this is a big free throw. And she gets that bucket now. And Mountain View is going to win this game. And they'll finish 7-1 here. I got one more game next week, I do believe, against Prairie. But a very, very good season for the Mountain View girls up to this point.
That was a great, exciting game tonight. Happy to be able to be a part of it.
Hey, it is what it is. They came back and they played a different brand of basketball in the second half. Hats off there to Kamora Ross, who ended up with, what, 25?
25 points
25 points in the night. She kept him in there as much as she could, not able to bring it all the way home for him. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us here for the girls basketball game of Mountain View Thunder and the Evergreen Plainsmen. Like I said, there is a doubleheader tonight. They got the boys. That game will be starting in approximately 20 minutes. This is Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder from EPS Sports, and we'll see you on the second half.